Well, hello. It's been about 2 weeks since we've been on. Our channel's been live, and it's just been a bunch of stuff happen, and I'm going to try to explain it to you quickly before we get into our cases tonight. One thing is that I had my computer sitting up on the side of the couch open, and I had a glass of water on the side of the couch, a little thing, and Maggie's tail, she was up half on, half off, back and forth, and hurt her tail on my water and spilt it all over my computer and burnt my motherboard out. So as we tried to get online last time, you could see we couldn't get anything, and I had an older computer here. I just couldn't get it to work. And so that kept us offline until it came in actually last week, the end of last week. And then on top of that, I got a little sick with head cold, something, sinuses or something. I was feeling dizzy, and my head had a bad headache for about 3 or 4 days, all while we were dealing with our RV in Red Bay. I got off with that, and then Dina got sick, and Dina's been sick for about how long now?
About a week.
About a week.
But I have a Z-Pack.
But she's got a Z-Pack now, taking that. I was scared that it was the new coronavirus, and I'm vaccinated, but I went up to Walmart and picked up a couple of COVID tests, and took the COVID test at the height where Benita was sick, and I was feeling kind of yucky, and it was determined that I did not have COVID. It was a negative test, and it was clear negative. I mean, they wouldn't know, well, it could be, could not be. It was a negative. But she's getting better. She's taking it. I have pretty much cleared up completely. I'm still stopped a little bit in my nose, but that's why I am probably 12 months out of the year. I just continue to have sinus issues, but everything's good so far. I mean, Dina's healing, and I would ask you be praying for her that she gets better. I think it's just her sinuses. It's just drainage and everything. So that's what we've been. The only reason we've been able to put out our 1 million mile road trip stuff is because I had a bunch of it in the pipe already ready to go. It was already set on YouTube waiting for the dates to come out, because I put out 3 a week. So up until we did the last couple, I've kind of been running behind here a little bit. So in the next week here, this coming week, we've got one coming out Wednesday on the tornadoes, what to do in a tornado in the RV. And then on Friday, we're going to come out with another one. And on Sunday, we'll come out with another one. One of them is going to be the tour of the new RV. So if you're not a member of our channel on the other channels, so the 1 million mile road trip, we asked you to go over there and subscribe to that channel. And we're always having something over there, because it's every 3-day grind on that one. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. Nobody's really sick. Like I said, it's been kind of crazy. It was not COVID. So that was everybody saying, oh, it's COVID, it's not COVID. So that was good. It's glad to see everybody with us tonight. I hope everybody has got a big Christmas plan. We are actually going to be in Tennessee at our Dina's father-in-law's place for Christmas. My father-in-law's Dina's father, excuse me, glad you corrected me, place for Christmas. And then from there, we're going to move, we're going to run from the cold a little bit down south. And we'll have a bunch of stuff going on online for that. So hope you'll stay with us and visit our other channel and subscribe. We're hoping as an early Christmas present to me, if y'all could help me get over the 800 mark on our subscribers. We're 770, 20. It fluctuates 774 to 777. So if you could help me get to on the 1 million mile road trip, if you could share the channel and see if we could get it over 800 by Christmas. That'd be a great early Christmas present for me. I'd love to be 1,000, but I'll take 800. Okay, well, hope everybody's good. I saw where he maybe show up tonight. I saw where he had a live stream 5 hours and something. That's a pretty long one. And he is taking, I think he is taking donations. Somebody told me for possibly for Kentucky. I'm not sure. Somebody might could tell me if that is true or not. Sketty, I think somebody sent me a message earlier in the night. I do not know. Let me go here check one more time. I had a real good video I want to share with y'all. It just had not downloaded to my no, it's not yet. If it doesn't, I tell you what I'll do. It's downloaded to my desktop, but I can't get it to say it's completely downloaded, if that makes any sense. I can't share it with y'all yet. I'm going to put it on my community page of the missing live stream community page. If by the end of this, when we start to get off, if it's not downloaded. The reason why is my hero sheriff in Florida, Sheriff Judd, arrested a guy for pedophile down there for child porn, and it's something you need to hear. It's one of the 6 cases, early 20s guy. He's and I'm gonna tell you, that sheriff down there is awesome. I've talked to him online before, and he's just a super good sheriff. We could use him in Washington, but I would hate for him to not run for sheriff down there. He's so good. Okay, now want to remind everybody this is apparently valid. They are doing this sign, and there have been people that did save some lives by people that were in trouble, not just kidnapped, but in trouble. Thank you. Learn the hand sign. Yes, Dina brought it up first. And I was kind of doubtful, but apparently the news said that apparently it has saved some lives. So everybody familiarize yourself with it.
Show them how to do it.
They do it like this.
And it could be little kids.
And it could be anybody. But I'm sure that we're going to have some that are going to be just doing it because you can do it. But it's worth checking out either way. All right. I'm going to cover a case now that this kind of I think Dina found this case for me. Why is not? This is the girl. The dog is actually her dog. And they say she hardly goes anywhere without this dog. However, she put this dog in a kennel at home, which I guess if you're going some places don't allow dogs, and they, for whatever reason, they don't want to leave them in the car. So she goes into, let me see, I'm having a difficulty these things coming up on the site tonight. Said earlier this month, 37-year-old Samantha Tomlinson put her beloved German Shepherd Atlas in his crate at her home in Fresno, told her roommate that she was going to Costco to return a purchase and that she'd be back later. But she did not return home later that day to walk Atlas. And when she still hadn't returned home the next day, her roommate called Samantha's family in a panic, and then they called the police to file a missing person report. Okay, let's see here. Oh, man, this thing is difficult today. It just doesn't make sense for her to put Atlas in a crate and not come home, Samantha's mother, Christy, told Dateline. She is an animal lover. She always takes care of her pets. She also has a horse and 3 cats. Those are her kids. Nearly 2 weeks later, Samantha's worried family and friends are still desperately searching the state from the mountains to the coast, but there has been no trace of Samantha or her car that she was driving the day she went to Costco. Somebody text messaged you, Dana. Says here, Christy said that she believes her daughter was only running out for a quick errand, but something possibly happened to her before she returned home. And this is her car here, and I'm thinking they checked probably traffic cams, everything, and they have not found her yet. But California is a big state too, so who knows what happened in that. Let me go over here. I apologize. This thing is not going up when I want it. Said Lieutenant Joe Papalio of Fresno PD told Dateline that detectives are doing everything they can to find Samantha, following every tip lead they received. They added that at this time there's nothing to indicate foul play. Now I don't know if somebody doesn't return home to take care of their animals, and they religiously do this. I would think there's something's not right. So we're hoping for the best. Someone out there could have seen her car past week or so, and could be missing. Could be the missing puzzle piece we need. According to the lieutenant, police have 2 separate security videos that show Samantha on the day she went missing, December 3rd, 2021. After leaving her home in Fresno, Samantha is shown on a video meeting up with an unidentified person she met on an OfferUp app to sell a weight set. So I guess that's like Facebook Marketplace. There've been all kinds of people get in trouble there. Listen, if you're going to go sell something on Facebook Marketplace, go meet these people in a parking lot of a police station or somewhere there's a lot of people around, and bring somebody with you. Lieutenant confirmed that the transaction went smoothly. In the second video, Samantha makes it to her next stop, the Costco on Blackstone and Herndon in Fresno. She is seen in the camera checking out and leaving the parking lot in her 2002 silver Honda Civic with California license plates, and we'll give that in just a minute. He told Dateline that Samantha leaves the store and the trail goes cold. He adds that her phone has not been operational since that time, and there has been no activity on her bank or credit cards. Her mother told Dateline that her daughter works for Fresno County Department of Agriculture, is an avid hiker who loves being outdoors in nature, but when she went missing that day, Samantha wasn't dressed for outdoors, and all of her hiking gear was found at home. And I think she probably would have done something with her dog, maybe even carried her dog with her, you know. She likes her space, especially sometime if something's bothering her, and she loves mountains, but something isn't right this time. She usually takes her dog with her. See, that's what I'm saying. After being given information about Samantha's love of the outdoors, especially the mountains, police requested assistance from the Fresno County Sheriff's Office and Search and Rescue Team. Forest Service Rangers and the California Highway Patrol has checked spots where Sierra and the Socoa National Parks, and it's where Samantha is known to visit. Something not right here, people. And I would say if it ain't foul play, something ain't right, sure. Her mother says her friends have traveled the area to help search for her, along with passing out flyers in the area as they're sharing it online. On Monday morning, Chrissy spoke with Dateline and says she was preparing to head out to search for another spot Samantha loves, the coast. She loves to watch the orcas in the water, her mother said, and drank as she drank her morning coffee. Samantha's orca mug, the ocean always the place that gave her peace, and now I feel it's pulling me there to look for her. It says she'll keep looking no matter how long it takes. We're desperately looking for you, Samantha, she said on one last plea. So many people are searching. We just want you to come back safe. Samantha is described as 5'3", 130 pounds, black hair, blue eyes. She has several tattoos, including a black paw print with a purple. Let me take this other thing off, this banner off there. I didn't mean to stay on that long. Words "be free" on it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they could say that there's nothing not foul play here. I mean, this it goes on there. Be free with blackbirds on her right forearm with the words "adventure awaits" with the mountains on her left forearm and the semicolon below her left ear. And that semicolon I think means something special. I had somebody tell me, and a good friend of mine actually told me about that, which I don't know exactly what that means. If one of y'all can look that up and tell me what the semicolon tattoo means, I don't remember it. Anyone the information or contact the Fresno police, or maybe that have seen her car out there. And let me see if I can get that tag number again. Tag number is 6 Yankee Quebec Bravo 398. 6YQB 398 California. If we have anybody from California out there, if somebody could look up that semicolon tattoo, I want to say, I don't know. What about the person and the weights? That transaction went smoothly according to the video. It's like, I'm gonna tell you, so many people meet and have come to bad endings meeting people to sell them something on Facebook or on some of these sites. They'll meet somebody in the parking lot and they'll get robbed. And I know personally, some friends of mine, he was a police officer at the time. Him and his wife met somebody at a parking lot, and they were going to sell a gun to him. And the people gave them counterfeit money to start off. And then when he said, "Hey, man, this is counterfeit money," they used his own gun on him to rob him. So you just don't, I would not meet anybody to sell anything in a parking lot that's not well lit with a lot of people around, preferably a police department. So, I mean, if they say, "No, I'm not doing that," then you got a problem to begin with. I just wouldn't do it. Anybody know that what that have looked up?
The semicolon
is
used as a message of affirmation and solidarity against suicide, depression, addiction, and other
Well, that's what I kind of thought, but I didn't want to say it. But so, was she suicidal? I mean,
no, she probably knew somebody that had committed suicide.
Yeah, but it could be anything. But one thing is, you don't leave your dog in a crate, never tell your roommate anything, and just say you're going out. And she did all the things she was going to do. I don't know. Something's up, and I hope they find her safe and well. Hello, Roy and Becky. Hope you're doing fine. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to mention here, and before we cover the next missing person, Medina showed me this. This little young biracial child.
I brought her to your attention yesterday when she was missing.
Yeah, she came up missing yesterday, but unfortunately they found her deceased today. She was kidnapped by a black male in Georgia that took her to a drug den hotel and raped her and killed her. And they've got him in custody for capital murder right now in Alabama. And in Alabama, they believe in the death penalty. So I think it was done, the crime was done in Alabama. She was kidnapped from Georgia, brought to Alabama, where he took her to a sleazebag, drug-infested haven of a motel and raped her and killed her. So
he may not have been the only one.
Yeah, he may not be the only one. They're still investigating, but that is just pitiful.
No, it's pure evil.
It's evil and it's pitiful for that child. what she had to go through. Let me check and see if this video that would have some. No, I don't know why that video is not doing what I want it to do. Okay. The other cases, I was 3 close together 5-year-olds that are missing, and one of them they presume possibly that she's dead because of the circumstances around it. And one of them you're very familiar with. Okay, these are the 3 right now. There's Oakley Carlson, Summer Wells, and Michael Vaughn. Now, they were brought on this nationally, U.S. News reported on this inside, and I think that bringing all this again to light is something we need to do. The little girl, they believe she was murdered inside her parents' home when it caught on fire, and they don't know. I don't know if they think it's intentional or not. But we'll cover these real quickly. This is families of 3 missing toddlers, desperate for answers, it says. But it said Oakley, Carlson, Michael Vaughn have puzzled, and Summer Wells have puzzled law enforcement. Few clues where of these young children may be. They deem that Michael Vaughn pretty much has been abducted, and I personally believe that from the beginning. Let's go to the first one, Oakley. Oakley, I love that name too. Oakley Carlson vanishes. Authorities have been searching for Oakley since Monday when a tip from a concerned citizen led to a welfare check for the young girl. Her parents, Jordan Bowers and Andrew Carlson, were booked in the jail on suspicion of manslaughter after they reportedly had no explanation for where their daughter is. Several mysteries surround this case, including she went missing from their home in Oakville, Washington. An exact date for the child last being seen has not been verified by the Grays Harbor Sheriff's Office, and a news release said. A fire at the family property in November that went unreported to local authorities also caused alarm for the Oakley's former foster parents. So I guess these were foster parents who are pleading for the girl's safe return. If no one has seen her, what could have happened to her? Was it the fire? Was it something else? Jamie Hiles said. So I don't know if this is Jamie Hiles. Jamie might have been the foster parent. These may have been the kids probably were taken away from them, the real parents, for a while for whatever reason. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm using a different mic tonight, and I don't know if y'all can hear me. I should have asked that to start off with. Can they hear me okay, Dana?
Just a second. You're saying hello to Brittany right now.
Okay, I hope y'all can hear me okay. Under Sheriff Brad Johnson said it was unusual that the fire department wasn't called. Neighbors said that they have not seen Oakley in quite some time. Her parents remain uncooperative about where she is, according to the sheriff's office. Anyone with seen Oakley in the last year, wow, they're saying it could have happened even in the last year, or has information about her welfare, please call detectives. That is very, very sad news. And look at this little girl. She's just absolutely precious.
Her parents were booked in jail on suspicion of manslaughter.
Yeah.
That's on manslaughter of the daughter because they don't have no explanation.
Yes.
Okay.
They can't find her. I think that they.
Was the fire in a house? I missed that.
It was a house fire. Right. The way that I understand it.
A fire at the family's property.
Okay.
Unreported.
Well.
See, that was why I asked you, could it be that they burned her body out
there? They could, but here's the thing. Do you have to report all fires in that little town? I mean, we used to burn stuff at our house all the time. Never called anybody.
You didn't. I did. You have to call for a burn permit.
Okay. Well, I know in the real country, sometime in the country you don't. There are other houses you didn't.
You consider Daddy's country?
Yeah, but I know they
You
call
have to
for.
call for
I
it.
know, but the first farm we lived at, I burned all kinds of stuff out there, dug holes, burned it, and
That's
everything,
true, we did.
and we never called anybody.
That's because we were stupid.
No, I think at the time they didn't require it. Maybe. This is in this article they reported about Summer Wells. Summer Moon Utah Wells was last seen June the 15th outside the family's Rogersville, Tennessee home. Her mother, Candace Bly. Now, this is, we've heard this 100 times, but maybe they'll say something different in here. Her mother, Candace Bly, said Summer went to the basement to play with the toys after planting flowers in the front yard with her grandmother and Bly. When Bly went to check for her daughter later that evening, she said she was found the basement empty and the door to it unlocked. One neighbor described hearing a scream about 30 minutes before they started helping in the search for Summer. Police say no leads. Hold on 1 second here. What? What is it?
Champ pulled his prosthesis out.
Okay. Police say no leads in the case have materialized, and detectives haven't found evidence since Summer was abducted, which her parents believe is the cause of her disappearance. The family shared photos this week, and that Summer might look. Shared photos this week what Summer might look like in the skies as the search for her continues. Anyone with information about Summer, who is 3 feet tall, weighs 40 pounds, has blonde hair, blue eyes, and asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Hello. Hey. I swear.
Guys, hold on just for a minute, if you would.
Champ. Have it put back in.
All right, I apologize. Then I had to run out, and she's been sick. I asked her, hey, no. And I asked her if I could go ahead and go and take this, but she said no, she would take it. I don't know what's going on. Her brother wears a prosthesis in his neck, and he pulled it out accidentally. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to cover this real quick, and then I'm going to go and see what's going on. She wanted me to stay here, but it might have been easier for me to take it for him. Hold on just a second. I don't know what's going on. Y'all bear with me just for a minute, if you would. The mother of Michael Vaughn made a plea in public on Wednesday at the family nears 5 months since they last saw the little boy. I don't think hell is the right word, his mother, Brandy Neal, told News Nation. She was at work July 27th when her son wandered from the Fruitland, Idaho home, likely through the garage. Neal said Michael, who was lovingly called Monkey, visited at least 3 neighbors' homes in search of playmates, as her husband was inside with their 2-year-old daughter getting ready for dinner. Michael is still missing despite help from the FBI searches Fruitland Police Department and spanned more than 3,000 acres. The police chief said that they believe the boy may have been abducted, but they haven't ruled out any possibility when it comes to disappearance. As they continue to search for toddlers, for the toddler, police ask at the public's help and leads. Police are looking to identify the driver of a white Honda Pilot seen leaving the area around 6:47 the day of Michael's disappearance. They also want to talk to a located man in the dark hair last seen in the neighborhood. They have fears that someone may be watching the family through, though she remains hopeful the blonde haired, blue eyed boy will be found. I know that in my heart he's alive, Neil said. I know he is and know he's coming home. Let me just show you this. I'm going to cut out of here in a minute once we find out what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. This is the ID, the car they're looking for. If anybody knows anything about it, where they could be, or could get any information on this, please call the Fruitland Police Department in Fruitland, Idaho. What I was telling you is my brother-in-law has this prosthesis where he had I think it's cancer of the throat, and apparently this thing's came out, and he's got to have it medically reinserted. And Dina just run out of here. She's going to carry him to the hospital. She doesn't feel like carrying him to the hospital, but she will not let me go. She says she does not want to let me go. So y'all be praying that everything will work out in this thing. What?
It's not a 911 emergency. He pulled his thing out of his neck.
Okay.
So we don't have to call the police or anything, but I've got to go with him. Okay. He doesn't know Huntsville.
You can't get Troy to go? No. You don't feel like going, Dana?
It's okay. You do what you have to do when you have family. I'll be back. You don't worry about me, okay?
All right.
I'll be on your iPad.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. All right. Well, you heard that. She does not want me to go. It's a difficult situation with in-laws and all, and she does not want. She wants to do it, so they're gonna take him to the hospital. Praying for a brother. His name is Champ. First name's Champ. Yeah, I wish they'd let me go. Take him down there. Not sure exactly where he's going, but apparently she wants to handle it, and they're going to take father-in-law's car. I guess I see him over there. Anyway, I'm going to post this little video later as soon as I can get this thing downloaded. Let me look again. I want y'all to hear it. It is well worth y'all hearing. And 1 second. See if I can. I may not be looking at the right spot. Hold on 1 second. Now, it's not downloaded enough, but I will see about getting it posted on our website. And hold on 1 second. I guess they've left. I'll see about getting it posted on our website as soon as possible, and up there on our community page. Does anybody have anything or want to talk about anything? Well, I mean, I'm fixing to believe it or not, I'm a horrible cook, believe it or not. And I'm fixing to try to cook me something in a few minutes. Maybe I can figure it out. Said in Houston, there's been found 3 sets of human remains unidentified in the last 3 days. Are they full adults or are they kids? Hmm. Okay, let's see. Somebody said. Let's see. I don't know the deal with AK and the donations. Um, I don't know exactly. You probably want to check his website or and see if he's planning on taking them to Kentucky or whatever. I know that AK and Gonzo both are they're vets and they want to make sure they always want to do good. I've never heard any you know bad. They always good people in my book. Um, yeah, AK's community page probably have it on there. Um, Anything else you want to talk about before we go? It's been a short night tonight. Us first day back. We are going to still be on. We're not quitting. We right now we're on um 1 day a week right now, just because we're right here around Christmas and everything. But there's a possibility we may move back to at least 2 days a week. We want to have we're when we're posting on the other page, the 1 million mile road trip, we tend to be very busy because I have to edit. I was editing 7 hours on one video the other night. It just could not get things to go right on it. And when I don't have a bunch of them already uploaded, I tend to be I tend to get behind. So so I ask you to bear with me. And please, if you could share my videos over there on the 1 million mile road trip, help us get over 800 by the end of Christmas. That would be super awesome. And I'm doing the best I can over there. That's all I can do. I don't. Sometimes I think the me and Dina are too old for YouTube. Too that everybody wants to see all these young kids out here running around in vans and staying the night in vans and stuff. I did see something that pretty bad, and I was going to tell y'all about it last time we were on here. We saw there was a girl sleeping in her Jeep. Apparently, was attacked in a remote area. A lot of people do boondocking, and you just kind of park on the side of a forest road. And she was parked out there, apparently alone, and she got attacked out there. Somebody pulled up in front of her, their lights, and was banging on her hood, and a male, and she said she got attacked. Now I don't know if that means, um, I don't know if that means that she was sexually attacked or not. Um, I don't know, but but I really feel for her, and everybody's saying, well, what should you do? Should you get a gun? Should you get a dog? you know, I don't know, maybe both, but I don't know how that they had happened. What? God says out of commission, broken wrist. Wow. You know, he mountain climbs or something. I've seen some stuff on his webpage there or some of his YouTube stuff. He does a lot of climbing. Gonzo does. I saw a thing where he was climbing a mountain or something, rock climbing. So it might have been that. I've broken my wrist before. It's no fun. I was out 3 months with a broken wrist when I was in law enforcement. 3 months. So it's not skateboard. Well, do you believe it or not? Now you think I'm lying, but that's how I broke my wrist. I was off duty after hours. A bunch of us went to this guy. He was a security, worked security part time at a skateboard park. I thought I could skateboard, went 10 feet, fell, and broke my wrist in 2 or 3 places. And it was not fun. And I've learned my lesson, never again on a skateboard. All right, people, I'm sorry that we have not been on for a while. And if y'all know, if you want to listen to some great stuff, Roy and Becky's Travels, they have a live. I think y'all are on. I think there's almost every day at noon. Is that? Am I correct on that, Roy or Becky? Every day at noon. But they're on, and I don't see how you do it. It's a every day. I don't know if that I could do it every day. But if you look it up, go over to their page, check them out. They and if you subscribe to their channel, they'll give you an alert on when they're on, and it's very interesting conversation. So I would suggest that you go over there. Yeah, Roy, or Becky, I don't know if they had a Jeep. Yeah, Monday through Friday at noon Central Time. That's amazing that you can keep that up. I don't know if she had a hardtop Jeep or not. That's the thing. You know, if she had some type of, um, you know, it's hard to sleep in your car and stay in your car to begin with, though. Um, man, it's I don't know that I have slept in cars before, but normally they have been like on long, long surveillances that we had to sleep. I remember we stayed 8 days watching a warehouse one time. It was they were growing marijuana, 8 foot to 12 foot high marijuana plants in a grow house. And get this, I told y'all about this once before. We busted this grow house and caught these people, and turns out they were wanted for murder, where they had murdered this guy. He was driving a Cadillac and actually cut this guy in half. It was some bad dudes, but so you never know. um I'm just reading some of the comments here. Yeah, we're hoping and praying that everything's good with my brother-in-law. I I don't know. Well, I appreciate that, T.S. Jackson. Yeah, we would like to be that way, but after the new year, it's not going to happen because I'll be lucky to make all my dates on the 1 million mile road trip when you're got a sick wife for a while. She's feeling a lot better today. She took that Z-Pack. Her brother's now had a commission for a little bit. Her elderly, her father's over there. I think he's like 87. So, and us around Christmas, it's tough. It's very, very tough. Um, but we're working on it. I'm really hoping to move the channel up to, the other channel to the 1 million mile road trip to get it moving more. It just seems like YouTube sends me out these surveys, and they sent me out a survey today, and they said, how can we help you more on your channels? And this channel here, it wasn't that, it was a little bit of stuff that I had, I felt like I wanted to address them, and I wrote a little note and submitted it. And then, but the other channel, the one my road trip, I said, look, I've done 130 something videos on that channel. I think it's 131 videos. And yet I feel like that their algorithm or whatever they're doing over there is not exposing the channel to enough people so that we can grow it. I mean, if I'm doing 3 days a week, the average video runs between 10 and 20 minutes. You know, you wonder if the how the algorithm is working, and why, you know, we can't get more support on that channel. Yeah, I agree, Sketty. We have it, and I appreciate it. We really love this channel, but I do want to support and build that other channel too, because it's kind of the lifeblood of the you know, us RVing and stuff. We've met so many incredible people on the road. It's just been amazing, and everywhere we go, we check for the missing in that area. Now in Alabama, you might go, like we checked in Red Bay, and they referred me to the Alabama Law Enforcement Authority there, ALEA. But Red Bay is just a spot in the road. It's a place to carry your tiffin. If you bought a tiffin like we did, it's kind of the motherland of tiffin. But it is, there's everything there has got the tiffin name in it. It was just, we found it was a little hard to stay there because they had hardly any restaurants at all, except a couple of fast food places. But that was it. I didn't find like a mom and pop's restaurant where everybody goes in and sits down, you know, and the local stuff, southern food, good southern food. It was just, it was tough. And but we do go, and we do look, if we're out in Montana and our say we're in Billings, and we'll look and see if what missing cases that are going on that we feel like we need to report on, and we'll do that. Now, am I going to go look around their house and fly a drone over where they're missing? I doubt it. But that we will be more aware of where they're at. And you know, we talked about Red Bay. If I could have found one that was missing there and was interesting enough, we were going to go out in the car and do a little video on it, but we didn't. It was not that way. I think they had some cases that were 20 years old, but you know, it's hard to relate to that. Our campsite we were staying at in Red Bay was 1/4 of a mile from the Mississippi line. That's how close we were. It was, in fact, we drove into Mississippi several times. Um, it's actually Sketty. It's Medina's brother that's got the issue right now, thing with his throat. Free Society, I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. I've watched you come up here. You said trust in God, okay. Come involved in investigating crisis actors and agents. I would really appreciate it if we don't talk about that here. We do not. We're talking about missing people and all that. We don't. I don't want to talk about crisis actors and a whole lot of stuff like that. You know, we'll talk about trafficking of human beings and stuff like that, but I don't want to talk about crisis actors and all that kind of stuff. I know my wife knows Free Society. I know my wife knows all about that. I just do not want to talk about it here. If that, I don't want to be ugly about it. I just don't want to talk about it here. because I agree with some of that maybe, but I don't agree with others. And that's not what this channel's about. And you know what? I believe, hey, look, I agree, but my wife's not here right now, and I agree with you. You have a right to believe anything you want to about that. My wife has a right to believe anything she wants to about that, but we don't discuss it here. Okay? I understand what you're saying. Missing, I would do, but I'm not talking about places, these shootings and stuff like that, and you think there's a bunch of crisis actors in it. I was in law enforcement 33 years. I've seen death firsthand. This is a very evil world we live in. I'm not getting fired up about this. I know what you're exactly talking about, and I believe that if it has to do with missing kids, that's fine, but it's not a bunch of crisis actors out here. That's just not what it is. Well, I appreciate that, Karen. I really do. We are still, like I said, we're still involved in this, and we're not quitting. It's just been crazy the last 2 to 3 weeks. It really has. With the with a damaged computer being sent off to Apple and them getting it back sooner than I thought, but having to wait on it, I couldn't do anything for anything, even the other channel too. And then for us, Dina being sick, me being under the weather, I couldn't do anything. It's hard to make yourself want to do anything if you are not feeling good. And I'm thankful it was not COVID. And but that's all you hear now when you turn on the TV. So we just everybody stay safe, everybody stay well, and y'all are all in my prayers, and we love y'all very much. We want to continue to remember Julie and their family and Doc out there in Idaho, and be praying for them. And Dina's feeling better, and I'm just thankful that I didn't have to go to the doctor, and I didn't have to do any of that stuff. Mine kind of went away pretty quick. But and I tell you what I did though. I drank a big double dose of elderberry juice at night, and a high concentration of vitamin C, like 5,000 milligrams vitamin C at night. And that helped me a lot. All right. We love you very much, and be praying for y'all as much as y'all pray for us. And we do ask that you continue to pray for my brother-in-law and my wife, that they don't stay out too late tonight. And you can pray that I can cook my food without burning down their RV. So I hope to see y'all back on next week, if not sooner. It may be that we do it sooner than later. I don't know. And like I said, if I can get this, I'll post that clip as soon as it downloads to my, I'm looking for something. Oh, and as soon as it downloads to my computer, right, I'll post it and let you see it. Sheriff Judge is just an incredible sheriff. He is just an incredible guy too. So anyway, y'all be safe and be healthy, and God bless you, and we'll see you later.